Hi, today we're going to have a jolt of creativity, making a little caffeinated fun, and it is going to be great to have you with me. Thank you so much for being here, whether this is your first time on the channel or you've been here a lot of times. Thank you. It means so much to me that you are here. I couldn't do this without you, and it is so fun to know you're there and you are keeping me crafting, and we're going to do some fun stuff together. My name is Julia. I am with Julia Sue's Stamping. I live in Northeast Ohio, and I don't know about you, but our weather has been insane. If you're watching this in real time, it is April, and yesterday alone we had sleet, snow, rain, sun. It was windy, and you know, you name it, we had it. It was all in one day weather, and it's like spring cannot make up its mind, but that's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and dive right into some crafting. Forget about the weather out there. Make someone's day by giving them a little piece of art that we're going to create with our wonderful Latte Love designer series paper and stamp set, all the things that coordinate and go together with that. All details of things I use, which are all Stampin' Up, because I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, are listed down below in the description. So check that out, as well as my online store and blog where there are a lot more details. So if you want to recreate this, you can. All the measurements are down there. And I'm so excited to make this card with you. I'm passionate about stamping, coloring, paper crafting, and making cards. But most of all, sharing the fun of doing all of that with you. So let's get started. For this fun project, we're going to be using the Latte Love stamp set. I love this stamp set. It's so versatile. It's got lots of great images and it's got some good sentiments. It comes with a coordinating set of dies, which I have marked on mine with a D, taped that onto there so I remember. It has some matching dies that I can use. Also in this, we're using a couple of those matching dies. We've got one for the cup here that we're going to run through, a little tiny cup, and we're also using the bee the bee builder punch. It's a great punch. This punch is so fantastic. We're going to use this heart here. A Little Latte is the designer series paper that we're using, and we're starting with a sheet that has been cut to be 4 inches by 6 because this art piece is 4 by 6. And then I also have this piece of the designer series paper that has been cut to be 1.5 inches by 6. I'm going to adhere it right here to that edge using the tape that I like the best, the adhesive that I like the best, which is a tape roller. It is the Stampin' Seal Plus. I think it works really well and it's my preferred method. You need to use whatever works the best for you. So adhering that to our piece, our art piece, then I have some words that I cut out. I created this, life begins after coffee, but love starts with that first sip. Just do it in Word and do whatever sentiment that you would like. I cut these words to be 3 inches by 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to surround it with this great piece of cardstock that has been cut to be 3 1/8 inch by 3 5/8 inch. But I want to make sure this stays really white because this is just a regular piece of printer paper. So I'm going to adhere it to a piece of basic white that has also been cut 3 inches by 3.5 inches. So the way I'm going to do that is put the adhesive onto this basic white piece. And then I'm going to lay this piece of copy paper on top of it. it turned out perfectly. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay it down onto this piece of early espresso that has been cut to be 3 1/8 inch by 3 5/8, so just an 1/8 inch bigger. And you can see it's going to frame it very nicely. Using the adhesive, we're going to put it on there. And then we adhere it to the art piece. As I had said, out of a piece of the basic white scrap, I cut out the die of the cup, and out of lemon lolly, I've got a little die cut of the little cup. And then out of Poppy Parade, I punched out the heart from the Bee Builder punch. First thing I'm going to do is stamp the cup onto here. Because this is a photopolymer stamp, it doesn't have any give behind it. It doesn't have any rubber. So we're going to use a mat, a piercing mat, to give it that little bit of give that it needs. And I'm going to do it in the Lost Lagoon. So I open up that ink and simply tap, tap, tap. Now, because it's photopolymer, I can see right where I'm stamping. So I'm going to go right down onto my cutout piece, stamp, go down and up, and it turned out perfectly. I'm going to put a little bit of coffee in there using the Pecan pie ink. So opening up that pad, and I grabbed the little bit of a coffee image out of the stamp set. And because I can see right where I'm stamping, I'm going to simply put it right into our cup. Perfect. Okay, now we're all done with the inks, so I'm going to close it up. I can move the pad aside. We're going to go ahead and put the cup here like so. Just make it a little bit crooked, or it can be straight. Of course, that's up to you, whatever you'd like to do with yours. And yeah, just get it on there. Then I'm going to put on the heart. And then the little coffee cup. The last thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of the ribbon that comes with this suite, and I'm going to cut just a couple of threads off of it. This art piece is going to be so fun to gift to somebody, or to keep. Maybe you've got a little coffee spot, a little coffee counter in your house, and that would be so fun to put this up there. Or if you have a real coffee lover in your house, they may really enjoy this thing as a, a little birthday gift or something like that. That would be so fun to give to them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tie this into a bow. And I think this piece of ribbon was about 8 inches perhaps. And I like to have a lot to play with and be able to get the bow the way I want it to be, and not worry about having too little. So the next thing I'm going to do is use a glue dot. I'm going to peel it off, and then I'm going to use my fingers to roll it a bit, put it behind the bow, and place it right on the coffee cup. Trim the ribbon, the tail of the bow, a few embellishments using the Take Your Pick tool, and I have the Neutrals adhesive backed sequins here. I'm going to use the gold first and put a sequin there, perhaps another one right up here, and I think a couple of others. I like the dark here, so I'm going to grab that and put it here, and then another dark one right. I think that looks good. I think one last gold to go right here on the heart. There we go. Life begins after coffee, but love starts with that first sip. How fun to have a framed piece of art to gift somebody, all with your Stampin' supplies. How cool is that piece of art? It's going to be great to give that to someone. They're just going to feel such a jolt of fun and joy from you, and it's so fun to give away gifts like this. Thank you for joining me again. I hope that you had a fantastic time. Give the video a thumbs up, please, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. All of that helps grow my channel and helps me grow my small business. So your support is very appreciated. I hope you have a fantastic day, that you're able to keep on stamping, and that you get inky. Bye.